Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be my battle of best exfoliating toner video. Well, I have been planning this video for a while now. I just wanted to make sure that I'm trying and testing out all the products thoroughly and also being able to compare them to each other for you. Now there is no doubt that the one that has been in the market for the longest time is the Minimalist Glycolic Acid Toner, and I just feel like in general Minimalist products have like a cult favorite like status, and usually people generally like I don't remember the last time people were so brand loyal to any brand, but I feel like for some reason Minimalist has just earned that, and they are like, people who use their serums or their toners etc are very brand loyal, and I thoroughly respect that. But to be honest, I am someone, I don't go so far into like brand loyalty. What I more so see is the value that I'm getting, how affordably priced the particular product is, and how much value I'm getting out of it versus the product I'm getting and the product efficacy and all of that stuff. So when Dermaco launched their toner, also a glycolic acid toner, and they already had a glycolic acid toner years ago which they discontinued. I had tried out that one and I feel like the newer formulation is even better, and I spoke about comparing those two products, and I did get questions to compare more glycolic acid toners, and along with that I also felt like I should be giving you guys more options in terms of exfoliating toners which are in the market. So that is why we're sitting here today and comparing not just the product prices and like how much value you get etc. I will throw out prices, but I'm not going to go into like detailed breakdown in terms of the math specifically in this video, because I also want to compare their properties, their textures, consistencies, and all of that stuff. So we will be talking about that too. So yes, grab yourselves a snack or a drink and also a notebook so that you can make notes of the pointers and the prices and whatever you think you can take value out of this video. So let's jump into it and let's get started. Now firstly, I want to say it's important to look at percentages and specifically ingredients when it comes to AHAs, because there are multiple different types of AHAs and a certain AHA might work better for you as compared to others. Now the reason why I'm saying that is because 3 of the toners which we have in today's video are glycolic acid toners, so I feel like those are all very comparable to each other, and then one other toner which we have has lactic acid in there. So the percentage matters, yes, but also the specific ingredient in general, like what works better for your skin. Like for me personally, glycolic acid works way better, and I feel like lactic acid is a little bit more gentle. It's also more hydrating. So if you have a different skin type or a different skin concern, then lactic acid might be way better for you. We're also going to talk about the percentages, and I think before we dive right into it, I should tell you the 4 different products we're going to be comparing today. So at our first position, or rather the first product, is the Minimalist one. It's their glycolic acid toner. The second one is of course Dermaco's glycolic acid toner. The third one, and I'm saying third in terms of the chronology of me trying it out, is the Foxtale Smooth Talk Exfoliating Facial Toner. And then the fourth one is the Chemist 7% AHA's gentle exfoliating face toner. Now this one and this one I still have. The Minimalist one I have used up, I want to say a year ago, maybe a little bit less than that, but it's been a while since I've used that one up. And then the Dermaco one, I recently used up my first bottle and I have already bought backups of it, spoiler alert. So I think that gives you a little bit of an idea what my personal favorite is, but I will still objectively compare all of them for you. Now I feel like the main difference between all of these is the active ingredient in there, and I'm going to be very honest and say that for me personally, I'm a fan of glycolic acid because I think that works faster. And when I say works faster, what I mean by that is, for example, you're using something every day or every other day and it takes a week to notice a difference with lactic acid. Just as an example, glycolic acid on my skin personally gives me the same result that I will get in a week with lactic acid within like 3 to 4 days. And the frequency of me using glycolic acid might be like every other day, versus with lactic acid I can easily use it every day. Like for example, this toner from Foxtale, I could easily use this every single day and it would still take me a while to notice the smoothing results that I would get with this within like 4 days, and I'm using this every other day, and this I'm using every day, and it still would take longer for me to notice results with this versus this. Now again, when I say this, I don't mean this specific product, I mean glycolic acid in general, because this one has glycolic acid, this one has lactic acid, and then the Minimalist one and the Dermaco one have glycolic acid too. So personally, I am a bigger fan of glycolic acid in general. Speaking about percentages, Minimalist has 8% glycolic acid, Dermaco has 7% glycolic acid, and then this one, I want to say, it says 7% AHAs plus 3% niacinamide. So I am assuming that the 7% AHAs is coming from the glycolic acid, but it also has mandelic acid in here. So I don't exactly know what the specific percentage of mandelic acid is, and it also says lactic acid lower on the ingredient list. So I'm again assuming that the 7% AHAs is a combination of glycolic, mandelic and lactic. Again, if they would have specified the percentage of glycolic acid in here, it would have made me happier, to be very honest. But I think regardless, I kind of understand why they have chosen to use 3 different AHAs in here, because sometimes putting a high percentage of glycolic acid might not work for everyone, and as a brand they want to cater to maximum number of people possible. So I totally get that. Now in terms of effectiveness, I would say the Foxtale one is the least effective on me. I didn't notice the best results that I would have wanted with this specific product, and I think once I use it up, I'm not going to be repurchasing it. Even using it up, to be honest, was difficult, because when my skin has skin texture and there is unevenness and I want to smooth all of that out, reaching for this, I know, is not going to give me the best results that I want, but I have to still use it, right, because I bought it. So that's why sometimes I used to use it. Well, I feel like if you have more sensitive skin, or if you're someone who's not a pro when it comes to AHAs, like I've been using AHAs for, I want to say like 5 plus years, 4 to 5 years at least. So for that reason, something like this is way too gentle for me. But if you've never used an AHA before, then I think this is something that would be great for you to start out with. That being said, if you are well experienced with it, it's not going to be something that you're going to love as much. Then at like the middle level position would be this one from Chemist at Play. The reason for that is this one, again, now that you read it, like I'm reading the ingredients list with you, I can tell that it's got glycolic acid in there, which is giving me the desired results that I would want. However, it is still slower than something that I would get with Minimalist or Dermaco. So for like not a beginner, I think if you're a beginner you can still use this, but use it every other day, versus this you could use more regularly. Or rather, I would say if you're a beginner, then maybe use this every other day or like once in 3 days, and something like this start with every week first, and then move on to like twice a week, and then later on you can move into thrice a week. That is, I think, ideally what you should do, like when you're getting used to a new ingredient. So especially one that is like quite strong, and it could mess up your skin if you use too much altogether. So yes, I am someone, I can use this every other day. I could use it every other like every day too, if I really wanted to. Like if I had very stubborn skin texture which I want to get rid of as fast as possible, I could use this every day too. But I wouldn't do that like for a prolonged period of time. Like I would maybe do it for 2 to 3 days, get rid of the skin texture, or at least reduce it to a significant extent, and then move back into using it every other day. So that is ideally what would be better to prevent any kind of like messing up my skin like long term basically. So it's like एक problem solve करने जाओ और फिर दूसरी problem खड़ी हो जाएगी. So to prevent that, that is ideally what I would do. Now in terms of effectiveness, I feel like the Dermaco and the Minimalist are the best in terms of glycolic acid toners, because those truly give me the fastest results in the smallest amount of time. And again, similar to how I use this, where I use it every other day, occasionally, like very occasionally means I might use it like 2 to 3 days back to back for a very small amount of time, and then once the problem is solved, then I go back to using it only when I need to. That has worked best with me with Dermaco, is not using it all the time, and I think that also makes my bottle last longer for me, because if I'm not using it regularly and I'm only using it when I need to, I can make the bottle essentially last longer because I'm getting less uses on it and I'm not using it as quickly. Now, I also want to talk about the price on all of these to basically help you out and tell you what is cheaper, what is better in terms of the value aspect. So Minimalist is 499 rupees for 150 ml of product. Now I didn't realize, I thought all of them are 100 ml. Actually all of them are 150 ml. So do keep that in mind. Minimalist is 499 for 150 ml of product, and you can save maybe a little bit of money on this, but not as significant as you can save on others. So if you're someone who's truly looking for the best value out there, then I would suggest looking at the other 3 options instead of Minimalist. But if you are someone who has tried out Minimalist products and you really love them and you like trust them as a brand that they would do no wrong, then you can definitely get this one and try it out. Speaking about Dermaco, this one is also the same price. It's 499 rupees for 150 ml of product, so there is no real difference in terms of the price. But Dermaco does go on their buy one get one or like buy two get two offers, which you can technically buy 2 bottles for 499 rupees and get double the quantity, which makes it like half the price basically. So this for me personally is the best value that I could possibly get, and that is why I feel like this one is my holy grail, because I'm getting the best effectiveness at the best price. Now our option 3, which is Foxtale, is 395 rupees for 150 ml of product. So if you look at MRP, then this one is the cheapest. However, because it's not an effective product for me, it doesn't really make sense for me to repurchase it. But again, with this one too, you can get this at their buy one get one or buy two get two offers and buy like 2 bottles for like the same price that you would ideally pay for 1 bottle. So that is a great value. If you are considering purchasing this product, then I would suggest buying it during the sale time and getting the best bang for your buck. Then moving on, next we have the last one actually, which is the Chemist at Play one. Now this one is a little bit cheaper than Dermaco. It is 449 rupees for 150 ml of product. Again, Chemist at Play also does their buy one get one offers. I think the time that I'm filming this video, they are still on buy one get one. I don't know if that offer would still be around by the time I post this video, but just so you know, that keeps happening every month or 2. So it doesn't mean that it's like a limited time offer. It happens quite often. So if you don't want to go too gentle but you don't want to go too harsh, then I think Chemist at Play is a great option, and you can get it at a pretty affordable price too, considering the offer too. I think it's anyways affordable, but with the offer I think it makes it an even better deal. So those were all the prices and those were all the like specifications and features and just my experience in general using all of these. I think it was pretty self-explanatory to you guys earlier in the video when I told you that I bought 2 backups of the Dermaco Glycolic Acid Toner. So for me personally, if I had to choose a winner in this battle, I would choose Dermaco just for myself, but I completely understand that everyone is at a different phase and stage in their skincare journey, and someone might not be as much of like a pro, or like their skin might not be as used to using a stronger amount of AHA. So do what works for you. If you're a beginner, go with Foxtale. If you want to level up, go with Chemist at Play. And if you feel like you've tried out the Chemist at Play and you want something more effective, then definitely check out Dermaco or Minimalist. I would love to know if you have tried out any of these toners, how has your experience been, and also tell me your skin type and your level in terms of like how resilient your skin is. Leave those details down below in the comment section as well. I will definitely read your comment and get back to you, but I also think this would be helpful for other people out there who are watching this video and can know from other people's perspective apart from mine. So yes, if you have any further questions, if you're planning on purchasing any of these but you're still not sure in terms of a certain aspect, then let me know down below in the comments. I feel like one question I'm gonna get is which toner is suitable for which skin type, and I'm gonna say all of these toners are suitable for every single skin type. They are pretty watery. The Foxtale one is quite hydrating, whereas the other ones are not drying, but they are not hydrating either. So if you are looking for something more hydrating, then get this one. But again, just being hydrating is not enough. It should also be effective in terms of the AHAs. So I think you should make your pick based on how strong or not as strong you want your AHA to be. And if you have oily skin, then you can pair it with a lighter moisturizer and you'll be fine. If you have more drier skin, then pair it with a heavier moisturizer and you'll be fine too. I would personally suggest using all of these toners at night if you are using it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend any of them in the daytime. It's not like you can't use a glycolic acid in the daytime, but it's just better if you use it at night and then just go to sleep. So yes, those are, I think, other questions I might potentially get, so I thought I'll answer it, might as well since we're here. But yes, now that I've covered pretty much everything that I can think about, if you still have more questions, then make sure to leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I read your comment. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Until then, bye bye.